love. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, I'm exhausted. Get me a drink, love.
Whiskey?
Yes, a large one, please. Oh, I should be glad when it's the weekend. Oh, you've no idea what I have to go through sometimes. Life gets more complicated every day. The whole country's grinding to a halt. Nobody wants to do anything. Everybody's too damn lazy. Everyone just sits back waiting for someone else to do everything. Come on, where's my drink?
Yes, I know how you feel. I sometimes think if it weren't for me, this whole house would grind to a halt.
What?
Well, you do rather want me to wait on you hand and foot.
I've been working all day. What have you been doing?
I've been working.
Oh, that's not the same. I mean, really working. Decisions, strains, tensions, not flitting about with a duster.
I do not flit about with a duster.
Yeah, so I've noticed.
Why is it that men always think they're the only ones who ever do any work?
I didn't say that. We've got women in our office who work very hard.
Oh, you have to be in an office to work hard, do you?
No, I'm not implying that. I mean, there's hospitals, shops, factories, all sorts of places where women put in a good day.
But we housewives just sit back and relax and do nothing.
Well, I mean, you may have had the odd thing to do when the kids were around, but now practically every day you're free to do anything you like. The world is your oyster.
Only when there's an R in the month. You know, there's always something to do in a house. I mean, take today, for instance. I turned out Lucy's room.
You should have left the room and turned out Lucy. How long did that take you, eh? How long? What, half an hour? And then what? Spot of shopping? And then a nice cup of tea with your legs up? I can't see there's anything else to do. When's supper?
Oh, supper. Well, I've got a whole team of fairies working on that. And there's a little old gnome who does wonders with the hoover.
So you had to get supper? I mean, do you begrudge me a meal when I come home at night?
Well, no, of course I don't. But it'd be nice now and again if we could go out for one.
Oh, I have to go out for a meal every day. All those wretched business lunches that go on for hours. Course after course, bottles of wine. Oh, I get so fed up. It's so lovely for me to come home to your simple offerings. Anyway, I take you out sometimes. We had that very nice meal at Antonio's.
Yes, well, I don't think he's there anymore.
Was he? Oh, what happened to him?
I think he went down with the Titanic.
Oh, very funny. Oh, you are funny. Oh, yes. Oh, dear. What have we got tonight, anyway?
Chicken casserole.
Oh, is that for lunch?
Oh, well, there's still the cold lamb.
Oh, not again.
Would you like me to cook you an omelette?
Oh, that's not very filling. Haven't you got anything else?
Honestly, darling, it's not a restaurant, you know.
Well, no, darling. If it was, I'd never come here.
Thank you. I'd love another drink.
God, blimey, I have to wait on you hand and foot.
Can I come in? Yes, dear.
Good evening, Lucy. How are you?
Not too good, dear. It's this stupid cold. It seems to stay on forever.
Yes, I sympathise with anyone who's landed with something they can't get rid of.
I was wondering if you could spare me a drop of whiskey, just for medicinal purposes.
Got your spoon, dear?
Oh, Terry. Whiskey's not a drink I really enjoy, but it's very good for you with hot milk.
Here we are, dear.
Oh, thank you, Terry.
Where's the milk, then?
Oh, I have that later.
You know, I think she caught that last week. It did turn a bit chilly, and she will go out without a hat and coat.
Yeah, I'm always telling her to wrap up. Now, what have we got on the television tonight?
Oh, there's nothing on tonight.
What do you mean, nothing? There must be something.
Well, I mean, there's nothing worth seeing.
How do we know till we've seen it?
That's my point, dear. You watch anything.
I do not. I certainly do not. If there's something I'm not enjoying, I'm just nod off.
Yes, until it's time to wake up and go to bed. And there's an evening packed with moments of magic.
Well, isn't that what everybody does?
No. Some people actually do go out for their entertainment. It's ages since we went to a show or a film.
Well, there's nothing I want to see.
There might be something I want to see.
All right, well, let's have a look. Let's see what's on. Let's see what's on. Have you any idea the sort of films they're showing these days? Have you? Yeah. Secrets of a sex-starved vampire. Naughty Nights in the Nunnery. The Erotic Adventures of Sinbad. Girls and Boys Come Out to Lay. The Man with the Golden... What? Oh, no, that's James Bond.
Oh, there must be something other than those sort of films. How about a nice musical?
How about The Last Tango in Paris?
I wonder if Love Story's on anywhere. We never got round to seeing that.
Well, it's not worth it. We may as well wait a few more years and see it on the television.
What a rich, full life lies ahead of you. You'll sit in that chair night after night until he decides it's time for you to switch off. And then you'll be carried out in that box. And when you get up there, St. Peter will give you a bound volume of the Radio Times saying, "Terry Fletcher, this was your life."
You're not asleep, are you? Yes. You should have stayed up and watched the rest of that late-night film. It got better.
Really? Do you mean the werewolf killed the director and the cameraman?
There's no need to be sarcastic. You just don't appreciate these late-night horror classics.
No, you're right. Good night.
Well, don't you want to know what happened?
I know what happened.
How?
Because it's what always happens.
No, June, this was different. No. You see, the young girl, Charlotte, the one that was going up with the doctor, well, she was left alone in the house, and the vampire leapt through the window, her bedroom window, and she was sleeping peacefully in bed, and he came up to her, and he crouched over her, snarling.
Go and brush your fangs and come to bed.
Shan't tell you anymore. You'll never know the ending now.
Good.
He fell over the edge of the cliff.
What?
Right below. He plunged onto the rocks below the castle.
Who did?
The vampire. He was fighting with the young doctor.
Terry, I came to bed deliberately so that I wouldn't have to see all that rubbish.
Rubbish?
Yes, rubbish, and now I'm having to hear it all.
Well, I wouldn't have to tell you everything if you stayed down and watched with me.
I didn't want to.
But you never do. That's why you miss so much.
I can do without television.
That's it. You just don't realise its tremendous educational value.
What did you learn tonight? How to turn yourself into a vampire?
Oh,
Or was it a werewolf?
Well, tonight maybe it was entertaining. But I mean, there are other programmes which I find very instructive and useful.
Yes, it's true. You have been quicker on the draw lately.
You know, June, you can't even hold an intelligent conversation with me anymore.
We had the whole evening to have an intelligent conversation.
June, you can't talk and watch at the same time.
Have it ever occurred to you that we could talk instead of watching television?
You mean switch it off?
No. Just don't put it on.
What?
Do without it. There's more to life than a 26-inch screen.
Hmm?
You're ruled by it. Everything you say or do revolves around it. There are other pursuits of pleasure.
I see what you mean. Ready when you are.
I'm sorry. I want to tell you, friend, opportunity is not knocking for you tonight, and I mean that most sincerely.
Pardon?
So if you'll just adjust your horizontal hold, because I'm telling you, you're not getting the chance tonight to say, "Didn't I do well?"
June, what the devil are you playing, huh?
Well, it's very simple, darling. If our lives are going to be governed by television, then this is the name of the game.
June, I'm sorry, I just don't understand you.
Oh, well, here are the main headlines again. If Mr. Terence Fletcher, the well-known TV addict from Ealing, won't take his wife to the theatre, to the cinema, for a meal, for a drink, or even out for a walk, then
All right,
Mrs.
don't make
Fletcher...
don't make such a fuss about it. I'll take you out. I'll take you somewhere.
When?
Well, any evening you like.
Wednesday.
Right.
Thank you.
Well?
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. June,
Yes?
darling, on Wednesday, do you think we could get back in time to see Sports Night?
Oh,
you're doing the right thing, dear.
Yes, I'm positive.
Terry won't like it.
Too bad. In here, darling.
Oh, dear. Oh. Hello, love.
Hello.
Oh, dear, I'm exhausted. Oh, I'll get my drink now.
Whiskey?
Yes, large one, please.
Bad day?
Oh, the usual staff problems, you know. As soon as you get a secretary or typist trained in, she leaves and the new one doesn't know where everything is. Ah, it's the trouble with the world today. Nothing, Nothing stays the same, does it?
You're too much a creature of habit.
Yes, I suppose I am.
Here's your drink.
Ah, cheers, love.
Cheers.
What sort of day have you had?
Oh, nothing very exciting. I tidied up a bit.
Good, good. How's Lucy's cold?
Much better, I think.
I
You what?
no, I forgot what I was going to say. It wasn't very important, anyway.
I phoned Susie today. She sent her love to you.
Is she?
She's going up to stay the weekend with Debbie,
Debbie?
your eldest daughter.
Oh, that Debbie, yeah.
She's bought herself a new car.
Where?
Susie?
Oh, yeah?
Well, she thought it'd be useful for running about in, and it's only little, so it won't take very much petrol. And with fares going up all the time, I thought it was a good idea. And it is a convertible, so when the weather's nice, she'll be able to get brown as well.
June?
And as I say, she's going up to see Debbie this weekend, so I told her to drive very carefully and not to give a lift to anybody at all.
June?
Yes, dear.
Where is it?
Where's what, darling? Oh, you mean the television set?
Yeah, that's right.
The men took it away this afternoon.
Funny, perfectly all right last night.
Yes. Well, it went today.
Well, was it the sound or vision?
It was both.
Oh, is it the tube that's gone?
No, the whole set.
Funny. What exactly happened?
Well, it was about 11:30 this morning.
Yes.
I went up to the high road to do a bit of shopping in the supermarket and pay the paper bill, and then I popped into the TV rental shop and had a word with the manager.
Yeah.
He was very nice. He was most understanding. I told him that I was married to a man who was having a long and lasting affair with his television set. And as I had no intention of becoming part of that sort of a ménage à trois, he'd better come and take the flaming thing away.
You did what?
He was really very good about it. Another drink.
June, sit down. Are you trying to tell me that we don't have television anymore?
Yes, that's right.
You mean you expect me to sit and look at that flaming plant every night?
No, you can have a fish tank if you like. But I'd rather you looked at me.
I preferred the werewolf. June, all of a sudden you turn very ugly. How dare you take it upon yourself to dictate to me what I should do with my life?
I warned you last night that that thing was ruining our marriage.
Rubbish.
You've become an addict. It's like living with an alcoholic or a dope fiend. It's a pity there isn't such a thing as Viewers Anonymous. There's only one cure for people like you, and that is to do without it completely.
Why the hell should I?
Because it had reached the stage where one of us had to go. Either the set or me.
You didn't even give me the choice.
Mark, I've come to expect from you. Anyway, I shouldn't have bothered. I should have known you couldn't do it. You're just too weak-willed.
Is that what you think?
Yes.
But who was it gave up smoking? Just like that. Me. It wouldn't take much willpower to kick that silly habit.
Right, let's see you do it.
Right.
Right.
Give me another drink.
Oh, no, that's not the way to do it.
Never mind that.
By the way, supper's at 7:30.
God, blimey, it's not for 20 minutes.
Don't drink too much.
Is it safe to come in? good evening, Terry. I'm just going out to post a letter.
All right, dear.
Remind me again, whereabouts is the box?
Back in the bloody television shop.
Oh, ignore him, Lucy. It's on the corner at the crossroads.
Ah, Crossroads.
Oh.
By the General Hospital.
No, outside Dr. Berenson's.
Doctor Who?
That's cheating.
You mind your own business. I'm the one that's playing patience. It's a silly game. Whoever thought of it?
I think it was the Chinese.
You should stick to ping pong.
Not another drink.
No?
Have you lost something?
I was looking for a cigarette.
You don't smoke.
I'm starting again.
Well, I'm sorry, we don't have any.
Well, we should have some. Just because nobody smokes, I mean, they should be here in case anybody wants one. Whose is this yo-yo?
Oh, I think it was Susie's.
I used to be very good at this.
Why don't you look in the attic? I think there's an old doll's house up there.
I think I'll just pop down the pub for a minute.
What for?
I don't want another drink, really. It's just I might look in for 10 minutes.
Yes, if you leave now, you might be there in time for Kojak.
You don't honestly think it was that?
I wouldn't put it past you.
I guess I shan't go.
Want to borrow some nail varnish?
Look, if you're not reading that book, put it down.
I am reading it.
Then you shouldn't be. That is very, very bad manners.
What are you talking about?
If it is wrong for me to sit here and gaze at you-know-what and ignore you, then it is just as bad for you to bury your head in that book and ignore me.
Oh, would you rather we talk, then?
Yes.
You're sure you haven't forgotten how?
Put that down.
Right, off you go.
No, what should we talk about?
Oh, I don't mind. You choose.
No. Go on. You
You have forgotten, haven't you?
Of course I haven't. How can anybody forget how to talk? It's something you just start naturally.
Well, all right then. What do you think of the situation in the Middle East?
Well, I mean, how can I answer that? I mean, stop me looking at the news.
We still got the papers.
It's not the same as Richard Baker telling you all about it. I mean, the newspapers will say anything for a good story, but when the BBC says something, you know it's true.
Oh, do you think so?
I know so. Oh, it's tradition, years of integrity. Goes back to the war.
How do you mean?
Well, back in the dark days, if the BBC announced that you'd been bombed, then you knew you'd been bombed.
I think I'll go back to my book.
No, you don't.
Well, then let's talk about something a bit more personal.
Well, like what?
Like us. You and me.
Well, what is there to say?
Well, I'd like to know what you think about me.
Well, you know what I think about you.
Well, yes, some of the time, but do you still feel the same way about me as when we first met?
Well, I was madly in love then.
I see, but you're not now.
Well, I didn't say that. No, obviously I love you, but in a different sort of way.
What sort of way?
Well, not so.
Much.
Yes. No. Well, let me put it another way. Look, June. I mean, well, marriage is very much like a television set. I mean, over the years, there's less contrast, possibly even a little less brightness. And the picture overall gets a little out of focus, distorted even. Perhaps both of us suffer from a certain lack of vision. Let us say that our relationship on the whole was once in colour, and now it is in black and white. What?
Maybe I have done the wrong thing, Terry. Maybe I should have kept the set and had you taken away.
Hell. Come on, open up my nose in there.
Whatever's the matter?
Good God, it's Edith Sharples. Sure. June! June!
Who is it?
It's me, Telly. Not Telly, Terry.
Who?
Terry Fletcher, your husband.
I haven't got one at the moment.
Ah, don't be ridiculous.
Turn your volume down.
Oh, June, come on.
You're adjusting the wrong knob.
Oh, June, open the door.
No.
I want to get to bed.
Try the spare room. You might find the Bride of Frankenstein in there.
I don't want to, June, sure. I want you, June. I want to see you.
I'm only in black and white.
Oh, June, I have got something important to say. Where the hell are you then?
Here.
Oh, there you are. Listen, June.
What is it?
Well, June. June. I suddenly realised that I love you. And I said a lot of stupid things listen. A lot of stupid things that I didn't mean, and I wanna say I'm sorry. And you listen, as a token of my esteem, I'm going to make mad, passionate love to you.
Promises. You're an addict. 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 Time to go home.
No, not yet.
You've had enough, mate.
I haven't seen film night.
Bert.
Hello, mate.
Now go along, dear. We don't want any trouble, do we?
There's the late night news.
Up it!
Well, you don't understand. I need the weather report. I've got to have the weather report. Well, you don't understand. I need the weather report. Look what I got.
Terry, what are you doing? Behave yourself.
I've nearly finished.
Thanks for helping, Lucy. Coffee's up.
Oh, is it 11 o'clock already?
Yes, I expect Terry could do with a break. Do you know he's been out there gardening for 2 hours? Coffee, darling.
Coming up.
It's most unusual for him to be at home on a Saturday morning. Why isn't he playing golf?
Well, I think it's all part of the new Terry. Do you know, in the last few days, he's taken me out to dinner, he's bought me a new dress, and last night he actually read a book.
Yes, I must say that he's managed very well without the telly.
Yes, except that first evening when he hit the bottle. But you know, Lucy, the wonderful thing about it is he's got time for me again.
Hello, my love. Here we are. With the compliments of the head gardener.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Thank you.
Aren't they lovely?
Beautiful.
There's your coffee.
Thank you, love. My goodness me, that coffee smells good. One thing about June, she always makes good coffee. But there are so many things that June is good at, you know. You know, Lucy, I'm a very lucky man. She's a real treasure. I don't know where they dug her up, but she was a real...
Yeah, I thought it was too good to last. Darling, as it's such a nice day, are you sure that you don't want to play golf?
No, no, no. No, today's your day, June. Whatever you want to do, we will do. Your wish is my command.
Oh, isn't it nice to hear him say things like that?
Come on, out with it. Now, what are you after?
But why are you women always so suspicious? Why can't a husband say how he feels about his most precious possession?
Well, yes, but...
Love, honour, cherish, obey. Isn't that what we said all those many years ago? You know, Lucy, little love, you know, Lucy, when we were married in that little church, with just our friends and relatives there to share the moment with us, I knew what they were saying to each other. They were saying, don't they make a lovely couple? Aren't they so right for each other? Isn't this the match of the day?
That's it, I
Football?
knew it. You want to watch it tonight?
Me? No, not really. Not unless you wanted to.
I don't usually.
Well, then, you know, don't give it another thought. It just so happened it was Chelsea playing. Might have been interesting, but don't forget I even said it.
Oh, all right then, dear. Would you like some more coffee?
No, thank you, no. There again, perhaps I was thinking about dear old Lucy. I know how she misses the racing and the wrestling.
And the plays and the news and the nature programmes. Yes, I'm afraid that's true, June, dear.
Oh, Lucy, I never meant to spoil your fun. I just wanted Terry to throw the odd glance in my direction.
I do, and I will. Believe you me, I've learnt my lesson.
All right, then. Let's see if we can get a set by tonight.
Ah, darling, we're back in colour again. OK, boys, bring the set round to the front door.
You are. Here's a football, darling.
What?
Football.
Oh, you sure you don't mind if I watch?
No, you sure you don't mind if I go to bed?
No, of course not, love.
And don't forget to put the lights out.
No.
Good night, love.
No. Say, let's have another one.
What do you want, an instant replay?
Yes, in slow motion.
Night, love.
Hang on.
What you doing?
Well, Chelsea haven't been playing too well lately, darling.